kidding. When I say years, because I, been working with Jay for many, many years, and Jay took on this project, I said, oh, he goes, Lynn, it's gonna be a 1 in a million to make this happen. Well, it's here today for Mother's Day. Let me take you through your choices real quickly here. First off, you're looking at the finest lapis in the world. This will never ever be repeated. Not even talking about the amazing opportunity just to get this home for $26. It's unheard of, but that is one of your choices. Your other choice, look at first off the color of this turquoise. It's the signature beautiful stone. That's that heavenly well lake that we love so much. It's that high blue, robin's egg blue color. It's spectacular. By the way, that I mentioned all handcrafted, all hand done, all hand faceted, all hand strung, and we are talking days to make just one individual necklace. Then we have one of the most beautiful, and I want to say right now most limited, is our pink tourmaline. And this is the deepest, richest, most beautiful, beautiful tourmaline color. It is the king of all gems, and why not showcase it in the #1 favorite color than that, of course, of natural turquoise. And then lastly, have you ever seen orange coral like this? It's almost, every one of these is like electric. I gotta be honest with you, it's like somebody put a switch on, the inside, it glows. It's like neon. I have 600 left for the entire day. So that could end up selling out this afternoon. The HSN price is $199. We're offering this today and today only, $70 savings at $129.98. First off, high five, because I know how long you and your team have been working to make this today's special happen. Was not an easy task. By the way, Jay King, everyone, travels the world looking for those unique mind finds, everything handcrafted. Happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers. What a treat. This is the treat of all treats. I don't even know where to begin, Jay, but I'm just going to direct right to the first. Let's talk lapis, if you want.
Okay, well, number one, you have to realize when we took on this project, when we first started doing this, right, and we first decided that we were going to do the Woven Today special, I was really doubtful that we were going to be able to do this, right? These are so labor intensive, it's incredible. It is a new, fresh look. It's a new, actually something new that we've developed is these are all hand woven. And when I say hand, I mean they're hand woven one at a time, bead by bead. So it takes an average just from the time, now, from the time that we have the beads cut, and if you think about these beads, right, you're looking at something that's 3 millimeters, 3.5 millimeters, up to some of them are 4 millimeters. So that's why there's anywhere from 490 to 510 beads per necklace. Whoa. So the average is about 500 beads per necklace. So think about that, actually stringing 500 of these in one setting. Even our best stringers, I mean, the people, and these stringers, a lot of these people have been with me for 30 years. Yeah. So, we go way, way back. I will put my team up against anybody. These are very, very time consuming, very, very hard to do. They can do about 2 a day. Now, that's not cutting the beads. That's not drilling the beads. Think about this. Think about taking a 3.5 millimeter round bead after you've actually cut the bead, and then faceting that on top of it. And that's all done by hand. That's all done by hand.
Unreal.
There's no machine that we have that will actually do that. So all of that, so everything is just literally done with like tweezers. It's incredible that they do it. But it takes, even our best stringers, they could string about 2 a day. So we had to, for this project, this was months, okay? Cutting the beads was years in the process of actually just cutting the rough, cutting the beads. And how we did these beads and we cut the beads is when anytime that our lapidaries had any downtime, they had a bucket of the different materials of the smaller pieces. And when they had downtime, they would cut the beads. So if you really looked at the reality of how much time goes into actually making one of these, the price that we're selling it for is minuscule to what it really probably should be.
We did one other version, not like this in a multi-stone. It was like, I want to say $199 or $249, customer pick, #1 favorite. And even then, back then, you're like, Jay, he told me, it's one of my all-time favorites. It truly is, I own it. And Jay said, Lynn, I'm going to try to do a version of this, and I call it like hand crocheting of natural gemstones, because that's really in essence what it is, as a today's special. And this was years ago. It's here. So when I say a rare opportunity, we'll never, ever repeat this, correct, Jay? I mean, unless it's another 10 years out. But I don't know.
No, I'll never do this again. So this is definitely, okay, now, am I gonna do more woven designs? Of course. I've got some really cool stuff coming up between now and the end of the year, okay? But this is the one and only Today Special that we'll ever do in this. This is the absolute best value. And these materials, okay, were hand-selected by me. A lot of thought went into exactly what we were going to use on this. So again, we've got the natural lapis, which this is the AAA grade material from Afghanistan. You know the rarity of that. You're even going to find it even more rare, to tell you the truth. I'm going to confess right now, okay? I'm working on a project for December, and I'm actually working on December's TS and February's TS. And we're not the lapis that you're gonna see next year, that will still have some cabs and everything, but if you want any neckwear, it's all gonna be denim lapis. That's the only thing we can do.
You've been telling us.
I've been telling you this is coming, guys.
Yeah.
I have no, they're just, to get this grade of material is just, it just is non-existent. People that do have it, the price on it is just through the roof. But the thing is, it's something that nobody can get any more of. I thought I'd ever see the day when you couldn't really get the high-grade lapis. But that day has come.
It's here.
Yeah, we probably ought to show these guys. That's not really the best light to show them at.
And it's 18.5 inches in length, and you have a full 2 3/4 inch extender that obviously Jay typically does with that little, again, that shepherd's hook that we love. That's so easy to do, so easy to put on. Okay, here's the other thing about this necklace. It conforms to your neckline. And in the collarbone area, it's always a little bit difficult when you have something that lays flat. The way that this is made, all hand done, it never flips on you. And this is, again, the lapis, and it is on fire right now. People are absolutely listening with thousands that have already been selected. Here's the thing. If you're just tuning into HSN, you have an opportunity to get this home today at under $30 with FlexPay, okay? You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. This will never be repeated. It is one of the most magical, beautiful pieces. You know, a lot of Jay's designs, and I've been collecting Jay's pieces going on, 29 years now that Jay has been with us here at HSN. And I've heard the stories. There's so many, like the lapis story, a million different stones that are no longer available. But to me, and they're very highly collectible and they're beautiful, but this is not only collectible, it is a magical piece. I mean, I feel like a princess when I'm wearing this. And this is one of those signature pieces that in the lapis, I'm a denim girl, I'm gonna switch out, but whichever one you choose. I mean, I could just show you this to give you an example. Look at this. I will start with the lapis, but I want to just put this orange coral. This is all natural. I mean, when I said it's like electric, look at this color. It is really, truly magnificent. And when I show you what it comes from, again, going back anywhere from 400 to over 500 beads, correct?
490 to 510. So the average is about 500 beads per necklace.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
It really, it absolutely is. Okay, we're super busy. And dresses, our beautiful model. And dresses started off with the turquoise, which absolutely popped. Now she put on, I want to say our most limited at this point. And I don't think we're able to bring in as many of this orange coral. That's electric, Jay.
And this is, even the material, if you think about it, this is the Indonesian orange coral. This is a natural branch coral. This was harvested, the material was harvested pre-1985.
Wow.
And so they actually gathered this. After 1985, they actually outlawed they closed all of the coral areas where they were actually harvesting the coral from. And so then what they did is they started growing coral. So, but the coral that they grow now in Indonesia is more decorative. Those really, we ought to show that's kind of washed out, guys.
There
you go. If you look at this and look how, number one, the vibrancy, and here again, this is a natural orange branch coral from Indonesia. This is material that we put back, we saved. I bought this rough material from a private collection. It was an older gentleman and his wife that I've known for years and years. They were one of my, not my only, but one of my main resources for natural coral rough material. When they we're in the same position that a lot of us find ourselves in my industry, where our children have no interest in taking over what we do and what we love. And so they were a very elderly couple. They finally decided, look, we want to get out of the, we're going to sell our business. And they gave us the first option to buy the coral rough. And so that being said, I bought everything that I could get. I got all the red and I got all the orange Indonesian coral that I could get from that. This is actually more of the red side, but this is branch coral. This is what this is cut
That's
out
wild.
of.
Can you imagine?
This and you cling it together. This is the reason that this material, the coral, not all corals will facet. Okay, for something to take a facet, it really has to be really kind of hard. That's one of the key things when you facet anything. Because when you facet something, you finished it, right? Once it's faceted, if it doesn't sparkle and sheen and glow, it's not going to sparkle.
No.
And there is nothing you can do about it. It's just done. It's gone. The only thing is, if it was like a bead like this, if it didn't facet, if it didn't have that sparkle, if it didn't have that glow, that's it. I mean, you would not, you just basically, have to bin it. I mean, it wouldn't be worth anything. So that is so unique and so special about this. And here again, this is a natural orange coral from Indonesia, branch coral. That's not even, you can't even buy it anymore. I mean, the rough, like I said, they quit harvesting it in 1985.
Okay, pink tourmaline, it's been our most popular, could end up selling out this afternoon. I'm gonna get some of that rough too.
Okay, so this, I knew this was gonna be on fire. Okay, There's not a single material that we used in this project that I don't believe in, that I don't truly love. This is a brand new material. When I say brand new, we discovered this 2 years ago. It came from a good friend of ours in Madagascar. This is one of the cleanest, most unique tourmalines that I'm telling you, I've been doing this for over 40 years, right? Going on, I hate to admit this, but going on almost 50. Coming
That's
up.
your age.
No,
that's impossible.
No. I started my business. I'll be 68 this year, and I started my business when I was 20. Yeah. So I've been doing this for 48 years. It's hard to believe, but in 48 years of tromping the planet Earth, and this, beyond a doubt, this is not only the nicest tourmaline, pink tourmaline I've ever seen in my entire life. And to tell you the truth, if I didn't tell you that was pink tourmaline, you would swear it was pink sapphire.
100%. 100%. You're going to see it on Dressa right now. It is, yeah, we think it was pink. And the most saturated, like finest quality. And if it was, it'd be thousands and thousands of dollars, honestly.
If you look at this,
so beautiful.
Look how clean it is. Look how everyone, like Andressa, every single one that she's worn, right? So she's worn the orange coral when she put out on the turquoise. Now she's wearing the pink sapphire. Do you see that it's not like complex to wear it? It's almost like you have, it's almost like a ribbon. It's not, like it just feels like a silk ribbon around your neckline. It is not, it's so comfortable to wear. They lay so nice, but that's because how they're made. I will tell you an interesting story on this material. And I don't want to sound prejudiced. Okay, this was the most limited that we couldn't really do a lot of them. This was a material that I got 2 years ago, so we had to actually cut all of these beads for this project. The rest of the beads, the lapis, the orange coral, and the turquoise, we've been cutting for over a 3-year period.
I know
so we
that.
actually had the beads cut. All we had to do is facet. We had to drill them, but mainly with stringing them. With this material, we actually had to cut the beads, facet the beads, drill the beads, and so that they could actually make it. So this is one of these projects that, as a Today Special, are you going to see woven designs? Yes. As a Today Special, I'll never, ever, ever do this again. So this will be the one and only time that you're going to get to experience a woven Today Special from me. I mean it.
Please don't miss out. Honestly, don't. Because it is the most magical piece. If it looks beautiful on your TV or wherever you're watching us on screen, it is 1,000,000 times more beautiful when you get it home and open up that box and put it around your neck. I mean, I truly, truly mean that. And we are very, very busy. As I mentioned, the orange coral, pink tourmaline will definitely be an early sellout. We brought in a little bit more of our signature stones, which of course is the turquoise, which we're gonna get ready to talk about, and that gorgeous lapis. I do wanna mention the earrings and the matching stretch bracelets. They're almost sold out already, and this is really only
we
the
did
full
we did one airing this morning. Adam and I had kicked off 2 airings, and they're very, very limited now. So
yeah, well over half gone, and this is only the 3rd presentation. So please inquire about the matching earrings and the matching. We never bring, obviously, as many. We're not able to matching pieces, but our best value of the day, I really hope you appreciate it too. An entire 18.5-inch necklace, hand faceted, natural stones, handcrafted, hand strung at under, I'm going to say $500 is unheard of. At $129.90, I mean, forget it. It's not going to happen. So when I say you're at the right place at the right time, congratulations to you. Okay, let's talk about the turquoise that we chose for this beautiful Today's Special, Jay.
Okay, this material is Heavenly Well Lake. It's named after a monument that is in close proximity to where this is mined. This comes out of an open pit copper mine. I'm not going to say that I have an exclusive, because that would mean that I took all of the rough material completely and we didn't leave any rough, or there was no chance of any of the other rough being on the market. This turquoise was never commercially marketed. What do I mean by commercially marketed? That means that it never went to anybody's rock yard. It never went to any of the standard places that people go to buy rough. That never happened. We didn't buy what they call mine run. So as they were mining this, as they were bringing it out, we didn't take just anything, right? There was a lot of material that, to tell you the truth, just to be honest with you, was below our standards, and that it's material that I wouldn't use, or I'm not going to put into my designs. So we only took what we call mine select. So you're looking at the best of the material that came out of this. It has a nice blue color to it. It's a really incredible turquoise, especially for to be able to cut this many. Okay, you're looking at an average of 500 of these beads. These beads, I want you to really think about this. Okay, how do you cut a bead that small? Now, these are not machine cut. There's no machine. I wish there was. In fact, if anybody's got one, let me know, okay? Because where you take this and you take the material, throw it in one side, turn on the machine, it does its magic, and it starts spitting round beads out on the other side, especially round beads, in this case, polished. So what they have to do is these all start out as little cubes. If you can imagine this, little teeny sugar cubes, and then we round the edges off on that. Then think about drilling it. Think about how would you drill a bead that small? They put it in a little vise, and they have a diamond. It's like a diamond bit the size of a needle, and they drill each individual bead. So in this, to make one of these necklaces, they had to drill 500 of these beads. And that's not the ones that are faceted. It's even more work, because they have to take the bead that they have, they drill it, and then they have to go, and then they run, and then they facet it. And they have they have like a wet lap diamond wheel that they actually do that on to fasten it. But here again, this is done by hand. It's not done by a machine. It's done by hand. It is kind of a machine, but it has to be hand operated.
Okay, Jay, we have a clock up on the screen. We are very, very busy. Your best way to get through is scan that QR scan or shop all Jay King on hsn.com. In this final, we want to give our love to the lapis because this is it. Like you said, going into, we'll never do this woven design. You're not going to, you'll see denim lapis, correct, in the upcoming years.
Okay.
You'll see a few pieces like this, but this is the best of the best. This is the finest quality.
Here's what I'm going to have. In lapis, I'm going to have cabochons. I'm down to the wire on material, guys. You're really, I've been saying it for a long time, and then it's going to come, what I'm seeing is already happening. When you see that, I've already, we have to work out way ahead. When I say things are made by hand, guys, that they're made from scratch, I'm not just saying that as a sales tool or anything like that. It's the reality of what we do. Yeah. And so we're already, we're already writing shows. I'm already working on shows in 2025. That's how far we have to work out. So I know what materials I'm going to have and what materials I'm not going to have. And so this right here is such a fresh look. I mean, it's like, what do you think that people think that when they see this, they're not going to see this anywhere else? What are you going to think that they think you paid for this? Or where on earth would you get something like this? The funny actual reality of this, do you know the first woven design that we did last year, when the beginning of last year is when we first actually started weaving things and came up with it. When they brought the first, not this design, but the first woven design that they came into me and they said, Jay, this is something new that we're doing, and everybody was so excited. I was excited. Everybody was playing with it. It was the very first one that you were talking about, the multicolored one.
I love it.
Right.
It's one of my favorite pieces.
So we were playing with that, and I said, no. And they said, what? This is so, everybody was just going, are you kidding? And I said, we'll never be able to produce them. That will take, it's going to cost a fortune. We'll have to, the labor costs are going to be crazy. And they actually went out, they figured out how to do this and actually make it work. So this
years in the making, not an easy task.
Well, here again, if I really, to be honest with you, you charge the time and labor that was involved in cutting the beads, you probably couldn't even come close to this price. So there's a lot of hidden costs in this that we really just ate.
Jay, in reality, even our original HSN price is $199. That's unheard of.
Well, $199 would be a fantastic,
of course,
unbelievable deal.
For any one of these. Okay, final few hundred in the pink tourmaline. You're going to hear me keeping you updated on that throughout the hour. Here's the thing, everyone. 5 flex payments on everything, so you can break up your payments over the next 5 months. You don't have to pay off the $129 if you don't want to all at once. Why not spread it out over the next 5 months? Get this home for under $30. I promise you, you will not be, it's magical, it's beautiful, it glows in the dark. You can't say that about a lot.
And one of the things I want everybody to know, these materials were hand